Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
Quick, I think we have a logical answer from somebody in the medical field. Says, JJ, the race question on medical forums is to make sure healthcare providers are treating all races and not being exclusion.
So my response was, well, if you leave it off there, won't everybody be treated equal then? Aren't you asking you to separate yourself from the herd?
Maybe you're covering your butt and making sure that they know you're treating everybody that needs help coming through the door.
But then if you don't identify with the race,
then just don't check it next time and see what happens.
I'm just saying, I don't understand why in a medical form, as you walk in, before you're even seen by a doctor, you've got to tell them what race you are. That to me, I'm just looking for a logical answer.
I see.
So,
more information, the better. All right, we're going to move on. So I was finding out that, Mackenzie Scott, that's the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos.
Oh, sure.
And she had one of the most expensive divorces. She had a huge win of $38 billion is what she got. And now she's this monster philanthropist. And she's given 4 times more than Jeff Bezos has. And she's given one of the biggest contributions in 120 years of this country's history. She gave $50 million to the 4-H Club. So she believes in helping children in this organization.
Do you know?
What?
Do you know what the 4-H's are?
Heart, health, happiness, home.
Are you sure that's right?
No, I just found all words that started with H. I have no idea.
Horseradish.
I just know that they lay with the cows at the county fairs and the flies are
so ignorant. You're so ignorant.
I love their love of what human can just lay with a cow. You know what I mean? They're in love with their cows. I think it's cute. But anyway, this money is going to help them in a big way. So I wanted to know, if you were a billionaire tomorrow, where would you throw your fortune?
Why don't you start?
If you could help somebody. I really believe in the critter connection. Do you know what that is?
Is this from when you were in college?
No.
Oh.
It's a nonprofit and it focuses on smaller creatures in need, like rehabilitating, rescuing guinea pigs and creating those cute little hind leg wheelchairs. So that's probably where I'd throw my money.
I feel short of breath.
Obviously, I would give it to the vets or children that are in foster care. But if I had to pick a really, really, really dumb place to throw my money.
What's it called?
The Critter Connection. It exists. How funny is that?
Right now. There's a Seinfeld episode where George runs over a squirrel. And George's new girlfriend thinks he's such an animal lover, and they take the squirrel into the vet.
Yeah.
And then George has to pay for these special little instruments to fix the squirrel's hind legs to be flown overseas. And then he's got to take the squirrel home. And the squirrel will never fully recover, but he has to take him home and feed him every day and give him baths and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
It's a real thing. We're talking about, what's her name?
Mackenzie Scott. That's Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Did she dump the Bezos already, or did she never take the Bezos,
No,
do you think?
she was Mackenzie Scott Bezos, and then she dropped it.
When you get $28 billion, you can drop your last name fairly quickly, I think.
$40 billion. And she's giving it away, hand over fist, because
what do you need to live? I mean, seriously, a girl like that, what does she need to live? If she kept $1 billion, she'd never spend it all, right?
Right.
So she can give $39 billion away to really needy people and charities. I think this is awesome.
I do too. $50 million she just gave to the National 4-H Council, which is going to help kids, youth organizations focus on agriculture.
Or as Kat said, it's going to help you lay with a cow.
Okay. 6 million kids nationwide take part in 4-H. So that's a lot of money, very generous. But if you had to pick something weird to give your money to, and you're a billionaire tomorrow, where would your fortune go?
Yours is.
We have too many really nice people that listen. Everyone's giving to the homeless or veterans. Meals on Wheels was another one. The Critter Connection was mine because I really feel for those guinea pigs. If their back hind legs are broken, they really need that option to be able to be mobile. And if they're truly,
let's be serious about where you're going to give your money. How about, and I've developed an actual saying for the charity I want to help.
Yeah.
And I'll give you that in a couple of seconds here, but I would give a lot of my money to the Long Hopes Donkey Shelter.
Okay.
Kat. Now, basically, this organization lays out its mission very clearly. It's like this. If you're unable to keep your donkey and you want to make sure your donkey is safe with people who know and love donkeys, Long Hopes accepts donkeys from owners who can no longer care for their donkey.
And we're talking about a real donkey, right? This is not code word for
real
anything?
donkeys. So I thought I can hope, to help the Long Hopes Donkey Shelter with not only my finances, but with writing them a new slogan, which would be, get that big ass over here.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's good. Not off-putting at all.
How about bring that pretty little ass over here?
Yeah.
Right? You could do that. I mean, you could do that too. You could have a whole bunch of pamphlets that you could distribute at the airport.
Here's a real one. 4-pound burger challenge.
This is a charity?
This person would like you to fund.
That's a GoFundMe.
effort.
That's not a charity. Yeah. The donkey thing. What is it? A 501k, 301k,
501c3,
C3, whatever.
Bail.
401k.
Bail. Oh my God, bail. So I had you put together a list of everywhere that you went yesterday, from the time you woke up until you went to bed, because I was reading that Apple is developing these smart wedding rings. Did you read about this? They'll tell your partner where you've been, how long you've been there. If you removed your wedding ring for any reason, the ring is also going to have the ability to measure blood pressure and other vitals.
So I like those rings
Creepy.
out there right now that they're very cool. The ones that you wear to monitor your vitals, right? Your blood pressure, your heart rate, how well you're sleeping. I think it's
information for you to look at.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody else to see where I'm going.
This is... This basically says I don't trust you, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Name your list of where you went yesterday. And Trisha would be able to watch all of that.
Work.
Okay.
Then to the chiropractor.
Yep.
Then home. Then pick up my son at school.
Okay.
And then Christine's cheesecakes.
Wow.
My daughter's birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then to St. Cloud Ortho.
Okay.
And then to home.
Got it.
And then downstairs to JJ's gyms for muscles and happiness.
Okay.
And then to Brady's house to pick him up for hockey.
Got it.
Then to the National Hockey Center. Then home. Then back to Brady's house. Back to the National Hockey Center.
Okay.
Then to Brady's house. Then back home.
Oh, my God. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Lisa wrote, drove my kids to daycare, Caribou, work, gym, picked up the kids, grocery store, home, and Old Navy, but don't tell my husband.
See?
I love that.
I don't have that spot where the other thing is we're pretty close to this as a family already. We've got the Find My iPhone, I can tell where my wife can tell where I'm at all times.
I don't think Derek wants me to know how many times he goes to Quick Trip during the day.
Oh, he goes for
so many
for
swipes
snacks and stuff like that.
Well, he just like, I would like a Mountain Dew today. Like, he very rarely drinks soda. He does not do energy drinks anymore.
Why is he so scared of you?
Because I've worked really hard for this.
I can go get a soda anytime I want. Why is your husband so scared of you?
I don't know, because I do faces and stuff. I'm just like, I don't drink soda. I really never have my whole life.
You shame anyone that does.
So I kind of do. It's like you don't need soda, but he loves Mountain Dew. But I went to work, Gate City Bank, deli at Cashwise, Liam's school.
What'd you have at the deli at Cashwise?
Some sushi. You know how they roll their own sushi?
Yeah,
I had
I like
spring
it.
rolls and then sushi.
Wow.
Home, Coburn's home. 3558, work, kids, school, clinic, El Tequila. You sound fun. Car wash, and then home. So imagine somebody being able to track you everywhere you went. I would not.
We're not too far
like
away
that.
from it now, guys. What's going to happen is I know you don't want it, but there's a couple of different reasons that the chip is going to start getting implanted in babies.
Please don't start this with people, because they're going to get very nervous. It's not going to happen.
It's
why. Not right around the corner, most definitely.
It really is right around the corner.
It's
There's
not.
a couple of different reasons. Number one, the abduction situation. If you can track a human,
that is the only reason why I would be for
Number
it.
two, I think that chip is going to be able to give you some precursors to problems with your body. If it gets a chance to run some blood through it every once in a while, it's going to give you a whole bunch of precursors as to diseases or cancers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's an option moving forward. And then the other one is I think that's it, tracking. I think if you've got it's the same as your dog when you put the chip in them. I think that's exactly what that. I think it's a good thing.
Those two reasons, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it's still very intrusive. Like, I feel like
you wouldn't wear the ring if it was free. If they gave
Hell
them to us,
no.
they gave them to us as a promotional thing to help our listeners buy. You wouldn't wear one of those.
No.
It could help you.
I go a lot of places and I shop a lot. So
do you shop? Do you buy a lot, or you just shop a lot? buy a lot. And God, I can't believe you're sitting here and complaining about your husband going to Quick Trip
I know.
for some steak fries and a Mountain Dew.
I'm a hypocrite.
You're going to TJ Maxx every other day for some scarves you don't need.
It's not so much that he's going to be like, why is she at Starbucks again? Why is she at Dragon Massage again? It's just like, I like to swing by places.
Does he give you the same face as you give him when he gets a Mountain Dew?
You would never know. Like, I'm really the only one that checks out our account.
This is so wrong.
We should move on.
Radio Paparazzi.
All right, so obviously we have a lot happening between Russia and the Ukraine. We have a lot of celebrities stepping up to put their star power behind what's going on. Maybe they can make a difference. One being Dancing with the Stars pro, Maxim Cherbakovsky, who is currently in the Ukraine.
I'm somebody who's about to go into a bomb shelter because going down, right? So I think the Russians need to get up and actually say something. I love Ukraine. I know now who this country is, and it's completely not what is being portrayed to the Russian people in order to justify this invasion.
That is true. They're all just like so confused. Like, how did we get to this point? And when is this going to stop this madness? They're being separated from their families. That's just the saddest part. All right, Billie Eilish co-wrote the theme to the James Bond film No Time to Die. And I think she had an ulterior motive. She's got a little crushy crush.
Were you nervous when you...
Yeah. James Bond.
Yeah, he's James Bond.
James Bond. He's a dilf.
He is a dilf. When I say it, it's weird. But I want you to know that I am in full agreement with you.
You should be.
But I didn't say it. I just agreed.
Billy.
There is something about that Daniel
Saucy.
Craig and his light blue eyes. You can see right through him. I'm into it. Justin Bieber.
A lot of cardio. Oh. A lot of cardio. I know. I don't like that.
What's your workout nemesis? What do you hate?
I hate cardio and legs. As you can see, I got little baby legs.
I'm just picturing that girl from SNL, the Kristen Wiig character.
Oh,
where she- and I'm
hands.
Judy with the little hands. Don't skip leg day. All right, blowing out their candles today, we have Sean Astin, who's Rudy, but our favorite role is from 51st Dates, where he's like,
Did you see my pec? Watch him dance.
That mesh shirt. 51. You know who else is 51? Daniel Powder. And then Tia Leone is 56 today.
Have you ever asked Alexa jokes?
I don't have an Alexa.
What?
We have a Google Home.
You don't have an Alexa
Do not start this elitist.
or a dot? It's
Your
not an
face
elitist.
is going to get punched.
No, it's normal. You don't have a dot or an Alexa tower.
I said we have a Google Home. It's the same thing.
It's
if you
not
say,
the same
hey,
thing.
Google, make a fart noise. It'll go.
No.
So it's the same thing.
Absolutely.
I don't need it.
Alexa, tell us some jokes.
It's so cold. Russia is thinking about invading the Bahamas.
Uh-huh.
It's so cold. Most of the country has numbers lower than Congress.
Oh, she's so funny.
It's so cold. Angelina Jolie shared an intimate photo of herself with a space heater. And it's so cold. Ukraine is stockpiling weapons-grade hot chocolate.
I can't believe what I'm missing. All right, so let's listen to this bikini barista, and then I want you to answer the question. Have you ever been given something and it had no strings attached? I don't believe that could happen.
So I've actually had my couch paid for. It's a bougie couch. My whole dining room set, it's gorge. All my kitchen utensils, my groceries, an entire projector put into my living room, a whole wall, like mirror put in. My customers are lit, that's all I'm saying. Honestly, they'd be taking better care of us than our damn families. Also, before you assume, all I do is make them coffee. I make good conversation. Your girl is interesting, okay? I'm a fun time. I'm a good girl.
I'm a fun time. I'm a good girl. I feel like, girl, they're going to come back.
Do we all
going to want something?
Have you seen a picture of this girl?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I watched the video.
She has to have an incredible body, right?
Yes, she's
Okay.
a bikini barista.
Well, I've seen some of these bikini drive-thrus and been disappointed. As a heterosexual
What?
male, I've gone to a couple of these, and I was just like, I'm not impressed. I won't pay extra money for this coffee.
No way.
Seriously,
They
yeah.
have dimes working at those. You know how
Not all of
badly
them.
I wanted to open one, like that small little space right by the new
Scooters?
laundromat.
Oh, I know what you're talking
So
about.
it's
Yeah.
been like a humane society. It's been a car dealership. It's been a little bank. But I wanted to open one there.
It's the same rules as a strip club on a Tuesday afternoon.
It's not everyone's flavor, and you don't want to be caught there. I get it.
No, I'm just saying, I don't think the super hotties are working Tuesday morning at the Bikini Barista. I think they're
only
working
hiring-
Friday afternoon.
You don't see anybody that is out of shape at Hooters.
It's the Chris Farley trying out for Chippendales thing all over again.
They're not gonna hire them.
You don't have guys with dad bods working at Chippendales.
I just feel like this girl, sadly, is going to find out that these guys, like she's been given multiple high-priced items. They always come with a condition.
If you say no to all that, and these guys are just suckers and they want to give you a projector,
Guys are
I don't
weird.
have a problem with that, man. That's you playing the game right.
So let's say this guy is behind this car, and he was the one that just bought her that $6,000 couch for her living room. And then she's giving this guy the same attention. He's not going to like that.
That dude doesn't want extra sugar in his coffee, if you know what I'm saying.
Crystal had texted, I was given a car by one of my customers a few months ago. I work at a bar, and he knew that I needed a way to get to work. He bought me a car, used one for $4,000, and never wanted anything. It's only been a few months, Crystal.
This guy's rare, is what I would say. If
He's
he is,
either rare and amazing, or he is waiting to call in a
right,
favor.
he's waiting for you to get your air freshener in it and put your little decal on the back, and then he's going to be like,
hey, remember that ride?
Remember when I bought you that car? I think it's probably maybe time you give me a ride in your car.
Exactly. So, I don't know. Have you ever been given something of like high-priced value by the opposite sex?
Have you?
No, not really. I mean, I was bought a really nice North Face jacket by my ex, but I gave him stuff in return.
This is where it pays
was
to
North
be,
Face. Of course I'm going to give
This
it
is where
up.
it pays to be ugly like me, like you don't have these problems. I'm JJ Katz here as well. Now, in a few days, I will undergo my first colonoscopy.
Yes!
That it makes you happy is a disturbing situation.
So I've gone through about 9 or 10, and ain't no thing but a chicken wing. You're going to be fine. It's going to be hilarious.
I don't know if hilarious is any verbiage I would use for this, but the deal was, so it happened where they had the age at 50 for men, and they went back down to 45 for a little while, and I got kind of caught in between with my last physical, and my doctor said, well, do you want one? And I'm like, well, I don't know if I ever want one, but if it's going to be free on our insurance, and it's preventative, and it's good for, me to know ahead of time if there's something up there that's going to cause me any problems, then yeah, I think I'll roll and I'll get one. So
I think you should just calm it. I don't think you should be nervous about this.
I wasn't. I don't have any problem with medicine, surgeries. I'm a preventative medicine kind of guy. I'd like to take care of myself, hoping to ward off any bad stuff. But when it comes to, the colon, I don't really know what's going on there.
What I think you'll have fun with is after you're done and you just kind of like come to, you have no control and you're just going to be tooting away. So you got to videotape that.
I don't mind the farting. That's never a big deal. So first off, you got to take the Dulcolax. You got to take the Miralax, Gatorade. But now I can't, and it says you can't have red or purple. And this is why I ran a lot of this past Kat, because she alerted me that you don't want to have red or purple Gatorade because
your colon will turn that color.
And they won't be able to tell if there's something wrong with it.
Right. They're going to be like, goo!
Makes
this guy's
sense.
bleeding. No, he had red Gatorade. Why aren't they having you drink citrate? Magnesium citrate?
I don't know. That's not in there because, so here's the deal. Like a day, so I have it at like noon or noon 30 on one of the days. My daughter Reagan is going to drive me there, wait out Dad's poop shoot camera work, and then drive me home. So like the day before, I got to take the Dulcolax. Here's what scared me. They sent me this giant packet of information. I highlighted a couple of the terms that if you've never had one of these, you should be scared of as well. And Kat's telling me no big deal.
Nah.
At 9 a.m., this is the day before. At 9 a.m., I take the Dulcolax. They put in bold and highlight, you want to have access to a bathroom after taking the tablets. Well, you know where I'm going to be at 9 a.m. the morning before my procedure?
You're going to be at the hospital.
I'm going to be right here. It's 9 a.m. the day before. I'm going to be sitting or standing right here.
No, you're not.
I'll be on the toilet.
You're leaving early.
The day before?
On the 28th?
No, this would be the day. So hold on. No.
Your appointment's on the 1st.
Yeah.
You're leaving early on the 28th to get Trisha to the hospital. So you'll have full access to a commode at any time.
Oh, that's a bad look. Is this
Yeah.
this is really the way this is stacking up?
Yeah, it is. How do I know your
You know
schedule
why
better
I
than
all
you?
screwed up that there's only 28 days in February.
Yeah, it's only been like that forever.
Oh, God, you stupid month. All right. So anyways, well, okay. So that's
gotta get a diaper.
But still, it says basically you got to be close to the bathroom.
All right.
Then at 6 p.m., I start drinking the mixture of the Miralax and the Gatorade. Some people feel nauseous, bloated, or vomit. If this happens, stop and retake the stuff later. Then a little bit later on, you're going to take some more. You'll need to be near a bathroom as you start drinking. You will have diarrhea and will need to reach a bathroom quickly.
Yep.
Wear loose-fitting clothing so you don't get So, hold on. What I've been degraded now down to is a sweatpants wearing,
Yeah.
diarrhea dude for a day and a half.
You got to get those sweats like you just got bailed out of jail. You know, those loose butt gray sweats that taper at the bottom.
The day of the procedure, I start drinking the other stuff. I will be here that morning.
On the 1st.
On the 1st, doing the show. And there will likely be dead air like crazy because if I drop my headphones and run out of here holding my butt like in the movies,
Yeah.
for Kat to get her headphones off, come over here, put mine on, replug in and figure out what's going on, it's going to be likely a shaky day. Again, you will have diarrhea and will need to be able to reach a bathroom quickly. Your stool will no longer be formed. It will be clear or yellow. Along with all of this, no solid foods. I can't take any of my supplements, anything like that. And then on the way to the procedure, you may want to allow extra time as you may need to stop and use a restroom along the way.
These are literally like last ditch pieces of advice.
In this
is just
thing they
case.
sent me, 5 times they tell me I'm going to crap myself, basically.
Yeah.
And that this is normal. We haven't, in the year 2022, got past the point of having to warn a healthy human male that he's going to crap himself up to a half a dozen times 36 hours out from this procedure. The hell is going on?
I don't even care what you say. I'm not even listening to what you say. I don't have a colon. I go, that's a good day for me if I were to go 12 times a day.
A couple of things I'm having issues with. I guess they give you so much medication that you really don't feel much, but I don't think you're completely knocked out.
Yeah, you are. Ask for it. Ask for the juice.
Well, I really what I want is I want to see what's going on. I want a TV screen of my own.
No one wants to watch somebody putting something up their butt ever.
I don't think I'd have a problem with that.
Ask for a video, though.
They'll put it on
sure.
a DVD for you?
Sure. Why not?
What if that leaks on the internet like Pam and Tommy?
No one will buy that.
But I want to know, how can I watch it while it's happening?
You can stay awake. My dad stays awake.
I would happily stay awake. Oh, and then they got to keep you around for like 45 minutes afterwards, check your vitals before they turn you loose. Part of me is
But now you have to do it every year, right?
I don't think so. So I'm not 50. I don't think I have to do it every year.
You're pretty close.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. Now, I know Liam has allergies. What is he, allergic to dogs and dust and pollen and everything
dogs,
else?
environmental, definitely cats. Derek's allergic to cats. They're a mess.
So if you've ever had bad allergies when the pollen count says they shouldn't be that bad, imagine finding out that this is the reason. There's a 38-year-old guy in New York, told his doctor, man, I'm having a hard time breathing for several years and I don't know why. So they shoved a tiny camera up his right nostril. Found a tooth growing inside his nose.
Oh, my God.
It was an incisor, which are the teeth that are in the front of your mouth, you know?
Yeah.
They could clearly see it poking into his nasal cavity. How have you never shoved a finger up there to find out why you can't breathe is my first question.
Not everybody goes knuckle deep like you
Now,
do.
extra teeth aren't unheard of, but they usually show up near the roof of your mouth, not way up inside your nose. Luckily, he's okay. They did surgery. They removed the tooth. He's breathing much easier now. Now, my oldest son, Peyton, had an extra tooth that they had to go in and surgically remove in the very top of his mouth as well.
Like the roof of his mouth?
Yeah,
he had a tooth?
He would have had like 3 teeth, right? He had his baby tooth.
Yeah.
And then an adult tooth, and then behind the adult tooth was another adult tooth, and they went and they cut that out before he had lost his baby tooth.
So my nephew, we call him Clarky Sharky because he had an extra row of teeth, like a shark.
An extra complete row?
Yes. Uh-huh. You look underneath, and a whole new row.
So what, did they have to take them out?
Pushed him out. No, pushed the other ones out, and they just kind of like grew on their own. Clarky Sharky.
You didn't have a whole extra row
Yes.
of teeth.
I'll have my sister
I
send you a
gotta
picture.
see this to believe it.
It was crazy.
So anyways, dude goes in because he's got bad allergies. Find out he got an extra chopper. My question is what are you allergic to? The older I got, the more I realized that I think I'm very rare and unique that I don't have an allergy. My wife Trisha doesn't. She has sulfa. So I think that's just like some medications.
Okay.
None of my kids have any allergies.
Well, that's good.
I know it's great, and I'm grateful for it, but as they had friends would come over for parties, you got the peanut, you got the latex, you got all sorts of allergies, but I'm like, that is crazy that we don't have any allergies in our family.
Well, found out scary moment that Liam's allergic to cashews. That was not fun at all. So now we got to put that on the list. But I'm not really allergic to anything unless combined.
Hard work.
Yeah. Wow. Augmentin and penicillin together. Augmacillin. Yeah, when they're combined, I get hives, and it's not fun. I'm also allergic to people that have the credo, my vibe attracts my tribe. I'm very allergic to those people. They make me sneeze, and I have to get out of there.
Do you have a little bit of a sun allergy, you think, because of the other
lips?
day? Yeah.
Oh, my God. If you watch my Snap story or my Facebook story, my lips were massive. I looked like a joke.
I wouldn't have even noticed, to be honest.
Cancun Botox or something.
It was crazy. Yeah, I thought you got beach Botox.
I know.
So what's on your allergy list? Because obviously teeth being in your nose or what's trending. This is the portion of the show where we sympathize, empathize, and plagiarize moments of your life this week that haven't been so great. I want to give a special shout out to Neely, who's listening, who went through some dental nightmares over the last couple of weeks. It's her birthday today, and even though it's her birthday, she's waking up with a swollen face and just a bad look.
She's only had yogurt and soup for like 2.5 weeks. Like, that's what I need.
Hang in there, Neely. This is an FML Friday. You want to get started?
Yes. Today, after I finally was able to complete my tax forms and got them all filed and excited to learn that I was getting a $1,000 refund. So I had a look at the IRS website to check on it, only to find out that they changed it from $1,000 to $10. FML. That's the story of my life. I haven't gotten a refund in a decade.
You don't know how to do it right.
I guess not.
Today, my girlfriend was in a pissy mood because she said none of her friends had been texting to check on her lately since she changed her number. I asked if she gave this new number out. She said no. She wanted to see who cared enough to call and ask her for the new number. She simply doesn't get it. I'm leaving her. FML.
All right. Today, my boyfriend broke up with me because he found out that my birthday is the same as his, and he is convinced that we are twins who were separated at birth. FML. I think there's more to it.
Today, I asked my boyfriend of several months to post a picture of us. He decided it was better to delete his Facebook account instead.
Oh, my God.
FML. One more.
Well, last thing you want to hear. Today, my therapist started laughing at me while I was telling my story. He said, sorry, I can't help it, and burst out laughing. FML. That's terrible.
Finally, today, sick of the unfiltered noise we hear from our neighbors in our apartment upstairs. As we're above the fence line, we signed a lease on an apartment downstairs. While I was downstairs in my new apartment, my partner clomped upstairs, opened the bedroom door, and took a whiz on the bed. He was drunk, yet I heard everything. This is my new home. FML. What are we eating, Kat, that you can't talk on the microphone? Carrots. And cheese and ranch dressing? Is that what you got going on?
It's not ranch dressing.
What is
it's
it?
vegetable dressing. Like
Which
a
is
dip.
Different from ranch dressing.
I had to
now?
rinse off the slime. Ooh, this one's pretty slimy. That can't be good.
All right. Well, while she does that, I'm going to try and play a game here. We call this Playhouse Island. And here's how you play with us. We have 4 callers. Nobody but yours truly knows who's on what line, but we do have 4 eager contestants to be the new president of Playhouse Island. So what we must do, though, is we must find out who is deserving of the title of Playhouse Island. So, Kat, randomly, I'm going to bring our contestants on. I'm going to ask them a quick question. We're going to get to know them, and then you will nominate a president based on this, all right?
All right, let's go.
Hello, Anea. How are you feeling today?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
Great. Thanks for being on the show. Tell me one good thing that's going on in your life right now.
The sun is shining.
It is. We don't see that.
Yeah, we're down in this bunker down here. So hang on one second. That's Anaya's answer to that question, Kat. That's Anaya. We also say good morning to Nicole. Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Good morning. Good.
It's Nicole. It's not Nikki or Knickerbocker or anything like that, huh?
It don't matter.
Okay. What's one good thing going on in your life right now?
She took my answer. The sun is shining. It's a great day.
So you sat there on hold and couldn't come up with anything new, huh?
No, just driving, enjoying the sun.
That's Nicole for you, Kat.
Got it.
Our next contestant today, in no random order whatsoever, is the lovely Tanisha. Hi, Tanisha.
Hello.
How you feeling?
I'm tired.
Well, yeah, same. You know what? I felt bad talking about this because we've only had to work 2 days this week, but I feel tired today. So what's one good thing going on in your life?
I guess, I don't know, my weekend started as I just got done off of a 12-hour night shift.
You're done. Good.
There it is. All right. That's what's up with Tanisha. And the lone male representative today in the Playhouse Island game is Josh. Josh, how are we feeling today?
Good. It's the end of the week.
Atta boy. Give me one good thing going on in your life right now, please.
Almost done with work, ready for the weekend.
Listen, you guys have been
We have sun, weekend.
the most boring 4 contestants we've ever had on this game. But
That's
yet,
real nice.
somebody must prevail as the first leader and president of Playhouse Island based on all those answers, Kat. Who you going with?
I'm going to go with, let's do Tanisha.
Tanisha, congratulations. As boring as your answer was, we feel bad that you had to work 12 hours. And now you are the president of Playhouse Island. With that title, Tanisha, comes some heavy responsibilities. Now, there are only enough resources here on Playhouse Island for 4 of us. Therefore, you must vote off one of the 4 phone lines, not knowing who's on where. So who do we throw to the Sharks first? Line 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I'm going to say line 2.
Line 2 must go. Therefore, to the Sharks, we say hello, but yet goodbye on Playhouse Island to the lovely Anaya. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Anaya. Oh, go enjoy the sun.
No response for that. All right, Anaya, have a great day. Lovely to have you on the show. Goodbye.
All right,
Tanisha, good job not voting yourself off. We move now to voting off line 1, line 3, or line 4. Which line would you like to throw to the Sharks next?
I'm going to go with line number 1.
Line number 1 has us saying goodbye to, Tanisha. We got to say goodbye to Nicole.
Oh, you thought it was you, Tanisha.
I did.
Nikki Knickerbocker, Sunshine Lover, I'm sorry we have to see you go, but it's fun to watch you leave.
I forgot to say I was going to be a grandma for the first time.
Hey, well, that would have been something you should have led with. Congratulations. Now, Nicole had called in during the last commercial break because she wanted to be the first person on Playhouse Island. She was so desperate. And what was the reason you lost your what? Your KCLD pop socket?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm going to make sure you get hooked up with one anyways. We'll get you some goodies. All right.
Oh, thanks.
Are you going to be like one of those young grandmas that wears like crop tops and stuff?
Please.
I am young. I'm only 40.
Oh, man. All right.
Is everybody else doing the math here?
I gave up.
All right.
By the way.
Hang on, Nikki. I'm going to get you a new pop socket. And congratulations on Grandma-dom. Thank you. Say thank you. Okay.
All right. Who's left? Here we go.
Left are lines 3 and lines 4. Tanisha, you must vote one of those lines off, but hopefully it's not you. Which one has to go?
I'm going to say line 4.
Line 4 must go. Therefore, we say goodbye to...
Who?
Tanisha! No. You voted yourself off, but that was a hell of a run. I hope you have a great day today, okay?
Thank you.
And the beauty of this game, Josh, is that a man like you can sit there picking his nose and still win all the goodies. Congratulations.
Amazing.
Radio Paparazzi.
This is a great story. Snoop Dogg was set to do a concert tour in England in 1994, and he was in some tabloid issue with.
I was charged with first-degree murder.
First-degree murder. He was acquitted, by the way, in 1996, but he was in the midst of that whole thing, and he was about to get kicked out.
They kicked me out the UK. This is while I was fighting a murder case over there doing show. But guess who came to my defense? The Queen. Queen said, this man has done nothing in our country. He can come. Yeah, when the Queen speak, bow down. Yeah, that's Harry and William's grandmother. You dig? You think they wasn't there saying, Grandma, please let him in, Grandma. He's okay. We love his music. You know, Harry, I'll let him in for you. He's not so bad after all, and he's quite cute.
Hearing Snoop Stone doing a Queen accent.
That's not bad.
My favorite part of the day.
All right, so yesterday, Kim K firing back, responding to estranged husband Kanye, and she is going to a judge and she's saying, I want to be declared single. I'm sick of this. He is creating a lot of emotional abuse, which it is. If you take all of your business and you can't trust a personal text conversation between you and the father of your 4 kids not to get out and being put out there to hundreds of millions of people, that is definitely emotional abuse. But Kanye, he said that he is responsible for Pete Davidson going back off Instagram. So Pete went on Instagram.
Oh, did you see what his trollers did to him? Basically, everybody that loves Kanye went on Pete's Instagram. They trolled the hell out of him. It was horrible.
But he had a lot of support as well, saying, way to stay classy. You're not getting in the middle of all this stuff. But he said that he deleted his IG because immediately after he started that, he got the flood of, social media attention that he didn't want anyway. Motown soul music legend Smokey Robinson is talking about being represented or called an African American, and he doesn't dig that.
I resent being called an African American. I really do. Now, I've traveled all over the world, and Africa is one of the few places in the world that I've never been yet. But I think that when you do that, you're disclaiming all the contributions that black people have made to America. You see, I consider myself to be a black American. So I resent being called an African American because black people have contributed so much to the development of the United States of America.
He's not wrong about the contributions.
That's some food for thought for a 36-year-old white chick. Like, I would only want to refer to someone as what they want to be referred to as. You know what I mean? Like, but how do you know?
That's constantly evolving, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's going to be one. I mean, you go back as far as our grandparents. I mean, nobody wants to be collared anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so I just don't. What if you don't want to be called African American? What do you want?
You let me know, I'll only call you that. I'll make a mental note because I don't want anyone feeling bad. But that was an interesting take on that. Blowing out their candles today, we have Chelsea Handler turning 47. Tia Leone is 56, and get this, Carrot Top. He's had many a colonoscopy. He is 57 today.
Hey, question then. You know, it mostly comes up of like where you have to describe your race as like a medical form or something like that. Why do they need that?
Why do they need what race?
Right. Okay, no. Say you're filling out this medical form, right? Like my son goes to the orthopedics yesterday.
Okay.
And it asks you, what's your race? Why?
I don't know. I think it's part of your medical history.
Should they have that on your chart then?
Well, certain races, they deal with different medical situations.
I get that.
Other people.
But never have I filled out one of those things, and then I got to the lady at the front desk or the doctor, and he goes, "Oh, you're white. I got to change my my thought of the way I was going to treat you." Like, why is that there's got to be a reason. I just don't know. I'm ignorant to the situation. Why do you have to put race on your on the form you fill out?
Who knows?
Or if you sign up for Amazon Prime, why do you have to put your race on there?
You do?
I mean, there's so many things. I mean, think about how many times you have to put your race on a form throughout a month.
Oh, I feel like it's only like medical or flying.
Why do you have it on? Why do you have to put it on an airplane?
It's part of your.
You're right. We just
part of your identification.
Why? Why do they need it?
Because I identify as a white person. What kind of weird argument is this?
What does that matter? What does that matter if you get on an airplane or not?
If they ask me, I tell them. And if I don't want to put it, I don't put it.
Then you can't get on the plane. That's
They'll let you on
right?
the plane. So there was just ill timing, I think. And we're in the biz. We know that you have to play commercials. We get it. But CNN and NBC or MSNBC, they're being called out for going from Russia invading footage right into an Applebee's commercial.
As air raid sirens are ringing out this morning, much more reaction and insight from CNN's chief international anchor, Christiana Amanpour. That's up next.
And and a little bit of chicken fried. No beer on a Friday night.
Could there have
A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Get 5 boneless wings for $1 with any handcrafted burger. Only at Applebee's.
Oh, my God. There couldn't have been a promo. They couldn't have played a promo into, like, a car commercial or something.
You know what they do? What you got to do is, you need a buffer.
You need
something like, hey, here's the next show that's coming up. Be here for Don Lemon later tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, something like that.
It's an awkward transition. All right. Speaking of awkward, I think morning coffee making is probably the most awkward. You got stinky breath. You smell like fart. And a new poll shows that most people prefer to make nookie at night. Is that surprising? Probably not. Least popular time is afternoon. Nobody wants afternoon stuff.
No way.
You're too busy.
Great.
What an upset to your day. It really is. You're going, you're cruising, and then.
So, interesting thing about this song. Our former owner, before he passed away, Al Layton, it told me when I first took this job, and we were just kind of, chewing the fat. I don't remember. It was one of the very first things that we got complaints about on the radio when I got here. And he was telling me that whenever the song was released, I don't know, in the 70s, that people actually picketed outside of KCLD.
Really?
Because they played this song. Whoops, not the Putin one, no, but Afternoon Delight.
Yeah.
People actually picketed. They had signs and they walked around the building picketing.
You're promoting
KCLD.
that smut.
Right, and that's what it was. It was these heavy churchgoers trying to bring the radio station down on that angle.
And he was so soft-spoken, he probably went out and just kind of massaged the
Gave him a bagel.
Oh, it's Friday and I like it. It's Friday and I like it.
Hey, good. Thanks to our good friends at C&D Granite. This is one of my favorite portions of Friday because we find out why your Friday rocks. Like, what's the good stuff going on in your life? You can text or call 320-251-1047. Kat, what is Friday rock?
My Friday rocks, I'm going to pick up my boy after school. We're going to go to Target, and he's going to get his special concert outfit. He's got something in mind. I can't say no because he's so adorable. We're going to Imagine Dragons on Sunday. A friend of mine's like, hey, would you and Liam like to go VIP box seats to Imagine Dragons? I said, is the sky blue sometimes? And she said, yeah. And so we did that, and then we have some family time. We're going to do a little grilling of some steak tonight, so I'm excited about that. And that is what's trending. And that is why my Friday rock.
Oh, it's Friday and I like it.
I'm drunk.
It's Friday and I like it.
What were you laughing about?
You missed the perfect opportunity to use the Pope liner.
What's the Pope liner?
Yeah, and I figured maybe you didn't know about it, but when
Is
somebody
the Pope... Does the Pope what?
crap in his hat.
Who would ever
You've
say
never
that?
heard that before?
You're a church-going man. You're going to talk about the Pope.
We're
pooping in
Lutheran.
his
It don't
hat?
matter. He's just another guy to me. So you've never,
That's awful.
You've
Does
never
the
heard that
Pope-
phrase? When somebody asks you something, instead of going, duh, you've never heard, well, does the Pope crap in his hat? You've never heard that before.
But that's not an obvious. Who would ever know that? And
But
why
it's
would he ever
funny
do
line that you're neglecting to use because of your...
So then she says, no, you don't want to go?
No,
Because
it's-
the Pope does not crap in his hat.
My Friday rocks,
All
because
right.
yesterday my youngest son got cleared to kind of be an athlete again and no surgery. I'm loving that. Plus, just a fun weekend at home. My daughter's birthday yesterday. My sister's birthday today. Lots of reasons for my Friday rocking.
It's Friday and
Ooh, we got some good ones.
It's Friday and I like it.
My Friday rocks because being pregnant, I'm going to have a C-section on Monday. It's our third and final little girl. Way to go, Miranda.
Congratulations.
Brandy says, my Friday rocks because my husband and I are going to the Grumpy Old Men tournament in Wabasha tomorrow.
I saw that. It's like...
Are you going to dress like them?
I think you're supposed to. It looks amazingly fun. I think this is going to be great. You guys got to send us pictures.
You got to get a motorized couch. You know how that guy just sits on the couch and watches...
He's dead.
On this one, my Friday rocks. My nephew wrestles this weekend. Sections for state. So excited. Go Roxanne.
Yeah.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.